Hello all. Alright, today's going to be a longer video if I can do all the work and get it out in time before about 2 in the morning. Okay, on Sunday we had several protests around the country against the environmental degradation taking place around the U.S., such as the XL Pipeline that Canada is building in Texas and parts of Oklahoma. These demonstrations in the District of Columbia was between 35,000 and 50,000. The picture looked pretty good. The first pictures came out, it looked pretty small. They were stuck quite a ways away from the White House, and even if they were at the White House, it didn't matter because Obama decided to take him, his security, all his planes down to Florida to play golf with Tiger Woods. So thanks a lot for all the people that attended, and I know it's not going to do any good because unfortunately the pipeline is already being built and is already built in places and buried and finished. You don't go putting infrastructure in that costly and not use it. It will be used, and this pipeline will be passed, and the excuses will be national security, both for Canada and the U.S. They're both going to use it to get the pipeline through. This pipeline is going to happen, and part of that is because the U.S. and other parts of the world don't understand that we need to be closer to our work, our food, and our friends, and just use a bicycle as much as possible and not the car. That's the best way to get rid of pipelines, is just not use as much oil, or as little as you can possibly use. Okay, this next story is about Obama wanting to export our natural gas to places like Japan and other Asian countries that don't have much of their own natural gas. Let me show you why that's a real big problem. Alright, many people are saying that fracking natural gas is going to be the way that we get so much abundancy of natural gas that we need to export it to other nations. Once again, the experts are saying, wait a minute, hold it. These wells degrade. They stop year by year. They decline by between 33% and 50%. And even more than that. They can decline almost completely in just 1 year. But realistic use of a fracking gas well is about 2 years, and that's it. And then you have to take all this gear, clear out another pad, put in another well, and do it again. And you just keep doing that every 2 years. And the problem with that is, first of all, you wipe out your environment on the top of the ground because you need these pads and pipes and roads and infrastructure to do this. You're getting very little gas out of it, and this is why it's such a bad thing to export your natural gas. It was just a couple of years ago that over 47 permits were taken out for import of natural gas because we were running out. And as soon as the fracking happened, all of these went bust. So we had all these ports built to take gas, to bring gas in from other countries. Now they're going to build a bunch more ports down here in San Diego and over here in Louisiana, and they're going to compress our natural gas and then put it in ships and ship it off. The problem with that is you lose 25% of your gas by compressing it. That's a huge waste. And they're saying that we have about 20 years worth of natural gas from fracking. Again, newspeak. We don't. We would be lucky to have 5 years of natural gas in that way. And then we'll be running out of all the hot spots for natural gas. And if we've exported all of our natural gas to other countries, how are we going to heat our homes, run our businesses, or anything else that you use for natural gas, like making fertilizer for food production? Bad idea to export natural gas. Leave it in the ground until you need it, and take it out with extreme environmental caution. And don't just go crazy trying to pump as much as you can just to make some money. We're really not being very intelligent here on our ability to look into the future. It seems like the future, oh, that's so last year. What are our kids going to heat with if we've gotten rid of all of our natural gas and given it away. Alright, we've had some gasoline price changes. So let's go up, if we can, in this rain and drizzle, and let's see how many barges there are in San Francisco Bay. Okay, guy, big storm coming in. Let's do the barges in San Francisco Bay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 6 barges in San Francisco Bay today. And at this time, let's go find out what Brent Crude is doing. At present, we can take the orange pen off the board. Okay, today was another one of these, it barely moved up or down days. Started at 117.4, kind of blitted along, went a little bit down, a little bit up, a little down, a little up, as usual, you know. And then it fell all the way down to 116.6 or thereabouts. Came back up to 117, dribbled, and then shot back up to 117.4, about where it started. And it's just starting to go down, so we'll call it 117.2. How's that? All black, that's good. What I think is going on here is that speculation has made another little blip, and that's why we're up into the 117s. There's too many barges in San Francisco Bay, and things aren't quite right for it to be depletion time yet. But we're very close. I'll let you know when we're there. And let me show you the gasoline price changes. An expensive gas station. Expensive gas station. Okay, John Brennan, the nominee for CIA director from Obama. He nominated this guy. Right now he's in the anti-terrorism community. He came out with some answers the other day to their questions, and he could not promise that there would not be assassinations of U.S. citizens on U.S. soil. He said they could not guarantee that. I've also got some more news. It looks like 3 U.S. citizens have been droned to death without a trial, without even an investigation. Obama ordered their deaths. Now, according to John Brennan, nobody has died on U.S. soil yet from a drone. The only reason this is being allowed is because people aren't saying anything about it. They actually agree with it. Almost 51% agree with it, or 47% agreed with it. So, in the future, we definitely are going to see drones in the U.S. and possibly hear an explosion every now and then. One of the countries that the U.S. despises so much is Honduras, because they have death squads in their country and they go around shooting and killing people and children. What's the difference? Whether you use drones or guns, you're still killing citizens. How long before a mass grave is found in the U.S.? Since 2007, 1,428 drone permits have been taken out for the U.S. That's the ones that we know of. Okay, and finally I wanted to show you what's happening out in the oceans with our whales. The environmental group Sea Shepherds are the ones that try to keep the Japanese from killing up to 100 whales a year for their research. Looks like they harpooned a large minke whale. That's a shame. But at least the Sea Shepherds are out there trying something and doing something. You know, the Sierra Club should really take note at what real environmental groups are doing. Okay, all. This wasn't the most happiest video, but there's so much more news that needs to be got out there. I'll put links on Pink Barrio underneath this video, and you can go read about the drones. You can read about all the news articles that I've talked about. Okay, until next time.